And I do believe that we have rotten politics, and I'm not using that as an exaggeration.
Hey everyone and welcome. In this video we're going to be having a look at the implosion that is the SNP, led by the absolute buffoon Wee Krankie. No, what it actually is, this story, it's the supporters of the SNP threatening to boycott the election as a huge row's broken out. Now, you may be wondering what the row's about. Well, it's about the hate speech rules and laws that they're trying to bring in. The hate crime law bill. Now, if you don't know, this has been pushed by Scottish Justice Secretary Humza Yousaf. What it effectively does is makes everything a hate crime, including being a man. Misogyny. Yep, that's right. So you can understand why the Scottish, who are very banter orientated and brutal when it comes to the way they speak to each other, this would make everything they say a crime. So you can understand why they would be extremely annoyed at this one, can't you? Now, it's caused an uproar. Now, what a few people have actually got in contact with them, and this is a couple of the things that they've said. One wrote that the bill is a betrayal of the party's historic commitment to freedom of speech. Yeah, all right. Historic commitment to freedom of speech. I don't believe that at all. Another said, I regret to say that the passing of this bill would signal the end of my intention to vote SNP in the next election, or indeed any election. Oh, this is coming back and biting them big time, isn't it? Maybe you should get rid of Yousaf, because it's his idea, this one. Wait until you hear what he said as well. Absolute clown world mental gymnastics, but we'll go through that in a bit. Another supporter said, I am a supporter of both independents and the SNP. I feel I am now unable to support both your government and party. Please do not allow legislation which even slightly curbs free speech, regardless of its content, to pass into law. Now, that's just a few. There are a lot more. This has come back to bite Sturgeon big time, and I actually think it might be the end of the SNP, this one, but we'll have to see on that one. In regards to Mr. Yousaf himself, the man that thought of this ridiculousness, this is what he said. After this, tell me if you believe a word of it. Tell me if you think he believes a word of it, or Sturgeon believes a word of it. You ready? The bill does not seek to stifle robust debate. That's exactly what it would do. Public discourse or artistic freedoms. Of course it would. You liar. Instead, the bills seek to offer greater protection to those who suffer from this particularly damaging type of offending behaviour. What, you mean words? That damaging type of behaviour? Behave yourself. What has happened to the men in this country? I mean, even Yousaf got no backbone, has he? Cooked much? Wow. While respecting freedom of expression is absolutely ridiculous. I want people across this chamber and across Scotland to come together so we can ensure hate crime law can deal with the problem of stirring up hatred in an effective and appropriate way. Absolute moronic idiocy, that one, is it not? At the end of the day, if you bring in a hate speech law, it will stifle robust debate, whether you want it to or not. And for you to think that it wouldn't makes you a moron. You cannot have a conversation, in my opinion, if you're constantly worrying about offending the other person because it's a crime. This will stifle all speech in Scotland, in my opinion. But this is looking really, really good for the union in general, because let's be honest, the SNP are 100% invested in destroying the union. I mean, let's be honest, they even want independence so that they cannot be independent. I mean, how stupid do you need to be to vote for these fools? But anyway, it might be they've bitten off more than they can chew, and the freedom of the Scottish will not be taken by her or him or anyone else. Am I wrong? But let me know what you think, everyone. I'd like to know your opinion on this one. Do you think the SNP are done with this one? Because it does sound like a lot of people are turning against them. If the Scottish people can't have banter or joke or take the mickey out of each other, what are they going to do all day? I'm only joking, Scotland. We love you, really. Stay safe. I'll see you on the next one.